Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel. And God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Iran on high alert. War starts now after Trump claims U.S. strike. The U.S. president was set to meet with his national security team on Saturday evening. He previously stated that he would delay a decision on U.S. involvement in the conflict for up to 2 weeks. War starts right now. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, Tehran's main army branch, said overnight on Sunday after the U.S. forces struck 3 nuclear sites in Iran. According to U.S. President Donald Trump, Trump posted on his Truth Social account that a full payload of bombs was dropped on the Fordow, Natanz and Esfahan nuclear sites. Congratulations to our great American warriors, Trump said, adding that it is now time for peace. Addressing the nation at the White House following the attack, Trump said that Iran must now make peace, and that if they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran, he said. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight was the most difficult of them all by far, and perhaps the most lethal. If peace doesn't come quickly, we will go to those other targets with precision, speed and skill. In turn, top US Republican lawmaker Lindsey Graham said Trump made the right call. The Tehran regime deserved it. The senior US senator from South Carolina added, "Well done, President," Graham said. "To my fellow citizens, we have the best Air Force in the world. It makes me so proud." Top Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries said Trump has misled the country. However, Donald Trump promised to bring peace to the Middle East. He has failed to deliver on that promise. The risk of war has now dramatically increased, and I pray for the safety of our troops in the region who have been put in harm's way. Jeffrey said in a statement, the US has between 40,000 and 50,000 troops stationed in the region, who are expected to be put on high alert after the strikes. The IRGC responded by saying this has further escalated what has been an exchange of missile and drone attacks by Iran and Israel since last Friday, now escalating beyond conflict to a full-blown war in the Middle East. Meanwhile, Israel's defense ministry said it elevated its state of alert even further, cancelling all educational activities, gatherings and workplaces, except for essential sectors. Trump's decision to directly involve the US comes after more than a week of strikes by Israel on Iran that aim to systematically eradicate the country's air defenses and offensive military capabilities, while damaging its nuclear enrichment facilities. On Saturday, multiple US B-2 bombers appeared to be airborne and heading west from the US. B-2 bombers are the only aircraft that carry the larger bunker buster bombs. Aside from an on-the-ground raid or even a nuclear strike, Iran's underground Fordow uranium enrichment facility is considered out of reach to all but American bunker buster bombs. Both US and Israeli officials said that American stealth bombers and a 15,000-kilogram bunker buster bomb they alone can carry offered the best chance of destroying heavily fortified sites connected to the Iranian nuclear program, buried deep underground. The bunker buster bombs are believed to be able to penetrate some 60 meters below the surface before exploding. They can be dropped one after another, effectively drilling deeper and deeper with each successive blast. However, the Fordow nuclear site might be buried deep, with some parts of it reaching hundreds of meters beneath the surface, according to reports. Trump said B-2 stealth bombers were used, but did not specify which types of bombs were dropped. The White House and Pentagon did not immediately elaborate on the operation. The US has been shifting its military aircraft towards the Middle East 4 days, as Euronews reported. Although Trump initially said he would decide whether to strike Iran in 2 weeks, the decision came within around 2 days. Iran had previously pledged to retaliate if the US joined the Israeli assault. Iranian Ayatollah Ali Khamenei warned on Wednesday the US that strikes targeting his nation would result in irreversible damage for them. Source: Euronews. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks.